Well, hello guys, welcome back. I had a dream. I've tried to record it a couple of times, but it's a good thing I mess something up each time. Long story short, I had a dream I was in VR, but somehow in these dreams, when you're in VR, you sit down, put it on your head, then all of a sudden you're there, and you can do whatever you want. I was gonna go swimming in this beautiful river. There are a bunch of noisy people down the other end of the river, but I thought, who cares what they think you look like? Just you get in there and you swim, go have some fun. So I was doing that, and I came out, and this woman dressed in red and gold with short, really red, goddamn it, Loki hair. Um, just a smile back here. It's the third time I've done it. Damn you. And this woman's waiting for me. Should have known it was you, son of a bitch. Who did I actually hit then? Anyhow, we walk through this candy store that she owns, and we go down to make sure I'm doing this right. I'm getting, we walk down to this mangrove swamp area. It's actually connected to the same river, I think. And she insists she's going to go in the water, and I'm like, I won't go in that water. There is something in there, and I think I see a gator. And she insists she's going to go down there. And she's in there, and she's splashing around in the water, because damn fool Loki, that's why. And getting the smile, this huge alligator just comes up out of the water. An alligator is one of my most favoritist animals on earth. They also pretty. I want to hug all the gators. They're pretty. They're like little puppies. They go in the water. And she is huge. She's like 4 times bigger than any alligator ever. And she wants this woman out of her territory. So she's trying to attack the woman, trying to kill her. And I think the poor alligator had like a clutch of eggs somewhere. So it's a poor mama alligator, and she's stressed out, and she's trying to eat this woman, and I'm panicked for the woman. Damn you, Loki. And I'm picking up these huge pieces of this tree, because there's also a cut down mangrove tree, because let's destroy the environment altogether, shall we? And this huge, like 400, 500 pound section of roots and everything, I just pick it up very easily, and I throw it, and I nail the gator in the head. Doesn't do a damn bit of good, explodes on impact, and I keep throwing these bits and logs and everything at this gator, and eventually gives up, and she comes out of the water. And I should have known it was Loki, because even though she's splashing around in the water, she was perfectly dry. And she gets out, and the gator's really, the gator's fine. Gator didn't get hurt. In fact, gator's looking at me like, why you throw something at me, mommy? And it had wood in his teeth, like it chomped out everything I threw at it. So the dream cuts away as they do, and we're riding in this huge plastic boat, like you ride at a theme park water ride, and it's shaped like a sports car, like a red sports car. And we're taking on water, and I said, we're too low in the water. And she says, well, and she's like talking about her people, that's what's too low. It's like kind of like, I don't know. This is Loki nonsense. I thought at this point in the dream it was Odin, and it was talking about heathens and how I'm not a heathen, and I was like weighing stuff down, and I shouldn't have attacked the alligator, even though damn full self wanted to get eaten by alligator. And I said, I used to be like you at one time, thinking this was still a human. I was mistaken. I said, I really, really loved animals, but I said, when it came down to it, I love you. No, like, it wasn't like romantic love. I just love this person. And I said, I am not going to, Rebecca, aw, I'm not going to let you get eaten or hurt. I said, I love that animal too, but a human life is more important than an animal life. I'm sorry. And so I said, you know what? This isn't going to work out. I'm getting out here. So we're coming up out of the water, and we're going through this like sandstone arch in this ride. And I get out, and I said, just give me leave to get food as I'm leaving. And she's like, okay. And I go out, and suddenly I'm like walking out, but suddenly I'm in the candy store again, this huge white candy store, and I'm in front of this tower candy. I'm getting either fudge or divinity. It's like this huge chunk, like and it's like white on top and kind of like a caramel color on the bottom. So it could have been divinity, it could have been fudge. I had a piece, it was delicious. It was like heaven candy. And I'm looking for a bag or something to put some stuff in, and I'm not gonna take too much. I mean, I could take as much as I wanted. I could take the whole store, but I'm just gonna take a little bit. And then all these people come in. I think they're like the group Heathens Against Hate or something, and they're completely ignoring me. It's like they're not ignoring me even. They're not even aware of my presence. I could take all this candy, you know, I could take all the candy in the candy store if I wanted, but there's no bags or anything. And in the end, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to leave without anything because at this point, I'm like, I know they won't want me to have a candy because I'm not a heathen, and um, I don't want anything from her at this point. Thinking it's Odin. God damn you, Loki. You're and I I realized at the end of the dream that what I was actually going to do, because I picked up this bag that was suddenly in front of me, and it was marshmallow kitsune masks. Like his kitsune mask, but it was they were speckled with a little bit of like fake blood, like candy blood, because Halloween, because now Halloween was in the store. And there was this huge plastic tub outside. You know how if you've ever had to mop floors in a restaurant or something, that yellow plastic tub? There was a huge version of that, only not really. It was more like a bin on wheels. It's hard to describe, and I knew the actual solution was to bring that bin in, clear everything out because they weren't even aware of me, and just walk out with the whole store. So maybe I did. I get and I get up and I'm feeling terrible and I think it's over with Odin, and Loki's not helping at all. Loki's behind me like la 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 la. I'm being useless la la la. And I come down. And we had cooked these, I made something for Wolf Totem, and I ended up making something for Raven Totem. It felt like Odin was pushing me. And I'd cooked them for hours last night, because they're these big, thick plates. Well, slabs, not plates. And I come down, and they will not come off the sheets, because I press pretty hard when I decorate, so I had to get a spatula and work them off their sheets and flip them over, and they're colored from the thing because it got, I guess, the color of the sheet baked in somehow. So, or they're not, I don't know. I'm tired. I've only had one cup of coffee. And I'm baking them off for a couple of hours. I don't know if they're going to come out or they're ruined. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I know I cooked them for hours and hours and hours and hours on the first side, so I'm trying 3 hours on the second side. I don't know. So Loki helped. So my order did get shipped. It did arrive today. I got my order, so that's good. I'm still waiting on something to come in for me, and I'm waiting on something else. So I've got lots of stuff to wait for. Should have let that alligator eat Loki. Now I'm thinking of it. I hope an alligator eats you. I got Then I got cheeseburger. So he has not learned a thing. He's not learned a damn thing. Don't worry, Loki did not learn anything in this whole experience. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.